All right, Booze Loving fam, here we are again. What is up? Hope y'all are having a great day. How could you not be having a great day? Busch Light Apple just came out. It just came out like today. So people are super excited about this. I literally to date alone probably took about 6 phone calls asking if we had received our shipment yet. I don't know why everyone's so excited for it, but when I think about when Natter Days released, I was over here like, that's gonna be awful. Like, who wants a strawberry lemonade flavored natural light? Like, nobody asked for that. But it turns out Anheuser-Busch knows what they're doing, because that was actually like not terrible and it sells pretty well. So we'll see what happens with the Busch Light Apple, whether it's like worth anything. As far as macro beers go, if I'm gonna drink a macro beer, which is almost never, but if I do, it's probably gonna be Coors heavy every time, unless it's like super hot out, and then I might reach for a Michelob Ultra. Ever reaching for a Busch Light? Literally never. I would never choose to drink a Busch Light unless it was the only thing that was available at whatever event that I happened to be at. I guess I'm a really poor Midwesterner, because y'all Midwestern people, I mean, I'm one of you, but not in the best sense, because I don't like standard Midwestern things. I don't get Busch Light. I don't know. I don't know why everybody likes it so much. The Ya Betcha guys review earlier this morning, and honestly, like, I thought it was really fun because, so he did the very first review on it, and he did his review the way that I do mine. Like, he was like, I have not tried it yet. You were getting my full, honest first reaction, and I just thought that was so fun. So anyway, let's just get to it. Okay, this smells super appley. So I'm not really sure what to expect here. I don't know if this is going to be more like a cider kind of apple beverage, or if it's going to be more like a Red's apple ale. So is it going to be more like wine cooler-ish, or is it going to be more ciderish? I would assume that because it's Busch Light, that it's going to be more towards like the Red's apple end. I'd say if I had to pick the apple, it's somewhere between probably a Red Delicious and a Gala, because it smells pretty sweet. I don't have an opinion right off the bat. I'm caught somewhere in limbo with this one. Okay, so I don't hate this. I don't love it, but I could see myself picking this if this were an option amongst other macro beers. It's surprisingly dry. Like, there's some sweetness way up in the front, and that's where the apple is most predominant, is in the front. But it finishes really dry, which honestly, like, I kind of appreciate that. I kind of like that. Okay, so the apple flavor is actually really good. Like, it's a really good apple flavor in the front, but it finishes real quick. It's a very short experience. So like you take a drink and it's like explosion of apple and that sort of like apple sweetness, and then it kind of finishes just dry. Oh, hello trooper, do you want to try some Busch Light Apple? You're too young. I know you just had a birthday, but you're not old enough for beer. We're gonna put it in a glass and just see how that changes things. All right, so I wasn't sure what to expect from the color. I wasn't sure if it would have like a little bit of like apple color. Like, I don't know if they were gonna try to make it look like red or blushy or something like that to kind of convey like, hey, this is a fruity beer. But no, it looks like Busch Light, but a little bit darker. It actually kind of looks like an Angry Orchard, but not as hazy. Okay, so not super different out of a glass. Pretty much a lot of the same experience. I will say that the apple seems to last just a little bit longer out of a glass, and probably a big part of that is the fact that you're getting so much more aroma. So obviously, like, scent plays a very big part in taste. So out of a glass where that aroma is like much more in your face and a little more intense, the apple flavor does stick around a little bit longer. Okay, so final thoughts on Busch Light Apple. I honestly don't have a whole lot of bad things to say, which is super surprising to me because I fully expected to hate this. Because A, I don't really like Busch Light, and B, like, it's an apple flavored Busch Light. What are you guys doing? Well, it turns out actually they're doing something like kind of good. If you're the person who's drinking an Angry Orchard, or if you're the person who's drinking a Red's Apple Ale, you probably won't like this. Those are much more sweet. They're much more like apple forward. This is truly a apple flavored beer. In the front, it's a very intense, like Honey Crisp, Gala, Red Delicious apple flavor, on the sweeter spectrum for apples. It's really nice and pleasant, but it fizzles out kind of in the middle. Unless you're drinking it from a glass, it does stick around a little bit longer. But then it just tastes like Busch Light in the finish. So if you are a Busch Light drinker, and if you like apples, and you don't necessarily like a super sweet apple beverage, this is probably for you. You will probably enjoy this. If you're the person who's drinking an Angry Orchard or a Red's Apple Ale, you probably will not like this unless you think that those products are a little too sweet and a little too appley. If you're looking for something that's like a tamer version of an Angry Orchard or a Red's Apple Ale, then this is probably for you. But the sweetness level is way, way lower than I expected, which honestly, I really appreciate. I'm that girl. Like, I don't like very, very sweet things. So to me, like, this is pretty approachable. Honestly, this is pretty crushable. This is like lightly fruity. It's lightly sweet. It's a light beer. So this is a perfect summertime, like if you're doing like float trip, hell, if you're just like mowing the lawn, this would be really, really nice. Now, this is a limited edition release. So that said, if you want it, you should go get it, and you should do it sooner rather than later. Like right now. Like if you've watched this video and you're even remotely interested in this product, I would go get it right now. I know in my market, it is already flying right out the door, and there's not a whole lot to be had. So, you Busch Light drinkers out there, I think you should give this a throw. I think you're gonna like it. If you even remotely like apples, and you obviously like Busch Light, you're probably gonna like this. So there it is. There's my opinion of Busch Light Apple. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it, but I half-ass liked it. So, take that information, do with it what you will. Thanks for watching.